Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. I wanted to come on here real quick. I'm not going to keep you guys super duper long, but I did want to come on here and give you guys an update from the Chrisley sentencing hearing. Y'all, I have been watching this basically nonstop all day. It's been playing on my phone. I've had Fox 5 Atlanta News up all day, just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. And of course, also looking at Twitter and other outlets. And hey, you guys. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Zuna, Christy, Mama, Melissa. Thank you guys so much for popping on. Again, I'm not going to keep you guys super long, but I did want to come on here and just try to get this information out to you guys as quickly as I could. I'm going to do a full rundown, detailed video tomorrow with images and receipts and clips and all of that. But according to Channel 2 News, a federal judge did sentence Todd Chrisley to 12 years in prison and 16 months probation. And for Julie, it says that she was sentenced to 7 years in prison and 16 months probation. Um, I, there's a little bit about this that I still am like questioning the details of, because it just seems kind of, I don't know, from like my experience, it seems a little bit questionable, but I'm sure there's going to be more details on all of this to come out tomorrow. And that's what I'm waiting for before I kind of go into more of my opinion on it. But these sketches were also from the sentencing hearing as well. And it's just a couple that I wanted to share with you guys. I've seen that kind of pop up. Now, I do know, like, typically, I don't know if it'll be this way with the Chrisleys. And I also did not see, maybe some of you, I know so many of you guys are following this as closely as I am. So um, if any of you guys know if it said where they're going to be doing their time, I do not think it did. I've not seen anything about that yet. But again, I'm keeping a very close watch on it. And I will let you guys know just as soon as I get that information. I know that they will be going on into tomorrow with more information. But typically, I know a lot of times, this is just my opinion, again, my experience, what I've seen with different hearings and things like that. A lot of times when it comes to Fed time, they usually only do about 85% of that time, as long as they do everything, right, or by the standards. We will see. It could definitely be different for the Chrisleys. There could be a little bit more of a message here as well. So I don't want to take it too technical, but I did want to come on here and let you guys know this information. This was straight from Channel 2 News, and there have been other outlets as well that have reported on it at this point. You guys, I will leave all the links to everything once I get off this live in the description. No, I'll pin it in the comments. That way you guys can just go straight to it and click on it, see for yourself and gather your own opinions. But I wanted to come on here and just let you guys know and see how everybody's feeling, because I know it has been a day. Earlier, I did a very quick video letting you guys know that their accountant, Peter Tarantino, ended up getting 36 months prison time, and his attorney is trying to get an extension or a delay on that for exactly 3 months before he has to actually go and report to the prison, because he just recently had a hip replacement. For any of you guys that didn't see that quick little video, again, this is live, but I am going to do a more put together video with receipts and all of that good stuff tomorrow. So you guys stay on the lookout for that. And of course, any other information that comes out, any details, because there isn't a lot of details here. It's just very cut and dry. I will also add that in as well. But I want to see what you guys are saying, because I know it has been a day. Let's see here. I'm going to go up just a little bit. Booty shots. I know. Oh my gosh. That's something I've been thinking about a lot. I don't even want to think about it. It says Nenny Faye won't see her son again as a free man, and it's sad. Yeah, that is very sad. Do you know if they're going to they're doing separate time? Like, I'm not sure. That's what when it comes to the details, I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys, I am not sure. I'm going based off of the news at this point, but I am keeping you guys as updated as possible on my community post. I've been looking like crazy. I will continue to keep looking and watching throughout the night. I do think tomorrow a lot more information is gonna come out, though. I'm just gonna be honest. Um, Once this wraps up, news stations and outlets are going to be reporting all the details. That's usually how it works. I feel for the kids and Nanny. I hope and pray for them. Same, same. Usually in federal prisons, they do the full amount of time, unlike some state prisons. See, and then that's why I wanted to make sure in my experience. But all situations are different. So I don't want to speak on anything that isn't legit. This is what we know so far. Um, and I just wanted to let you guys know really quick and share these little sketches. I did share this on my community post as well. I think there was one more. This here is like the picture of the judge and then, conversing back and forth. But yeah, you guys, that's what we got at this point. I know it's not um, I wish I had more details. I wish I could give you guys like the real meat and potatoes of this, but this is still answers. And I cannot imagine um, how they're feeling tonight or how the family's feeling. This is a lot. It's a lot. And I know that there have been so many mixed emotions with all of you. And I understand them. I understand every single one. Those of you who feel like they deserve this and they need to be made an example of, and those of you who are heartbroken. Like I've said so many times, I'm somewhere in the middle. It's heartbreaking. It's sad, but I did. I wanted to come on here. Oh yeah, the appeal. I know that they are trying to um, get some sort of an appeal going on, but I don't know exactly what's going to happen there. Also, I know that when it came to their sentencing memos, Julie initially, because yesterday in my video, I kind of spent more time focused on what Todd was saying and his attorneys were saying on his behalf. But I know that Julie was hoping for them to be able to do, I think it's called a staggering sentence where Todd do his time and then her do hers if she had to do time. But I know it said that she was hoping she wouldn't get any incarceration because she had very little to do with this in a roundabout way. That's not verbatim, but that is basically what it said. Thank you, Denisa, and I'm glad you could be here. I know, Debbie, I know. It's been a day. My head is splitting. I've literally listened to this all day long, you guys. And I wish this was a little bit more put together, but I did want to let you guys know, and I do appreciate you guys just tuning in with me real quickly and getting this information out. Stay tuned. This is definitely not the end when it comes to the details. This is just the beginning, to be quite honest. Um, if there are any questions you guys have, I will answer them to the best of my ability. If I can't answer them, I will try to find the answers for you. So leave those in the comments or anything that you guys want to say. Any thoughts and opinions are definitely, you know, invited, and I respect all of them. I wonder if the kids will marry anyone or not. I don't know. I can't even imagine how they're feeling tonight. Brandy, I feel you, girl. That's what I'm sitting here thinking. As a whole, as a family, it's just absolutely, it's it's so sad. It's sad. It really is, you guys. It's a sad day for the Chrisley family, the Chrisley franchise. What this means moving forward for them as a whole, as a everything, the show, everything. I know that they are still filming and they're still doing these things, but if they do all of this time, the show's going to look rather different, and it's going to have to, uh, change. It's not going to be what we've watched for all this time. Given their ages and timelines, I would think it's unlikely they'd be able to do one after the other. Yeah, Zuna, that's what I was thinking as well. But I did see that originally that is what she had put in her sentencing memo that she was wanting. She was actually hoping for no incarceration because I'm pretty sure it said that she had minimal knowledge of what was happening, and she didn't feel her her attorney said they didn't feel she incarceration was owed to her because she had minimum knowledge. But again, for those of you that's just coming in, I'm just going to restate this. So, according to Channel 2 News, a federal judge did sentence Todd to 12 years in prison and 16 months probation. And for Julie Chrisley, she was sentenced to 7 years in prison and 16 months probation. Again, you guys, I will leave these links so you can go look for yourself. Take it with a grain of salt. More details will come out, and as they do, I will share that with you guys. That way, y'all know everything, and you will know everything as soon as I know everything, okay? But I did want to take the time out to share this with you. I like them, but they lied and took money from lenders, knowing they was going to spend money on homes, cars, clothing, instead of the rest of us working for what you get. I get it, Plum Creek Farms. I have definitely been on the fence when it comes to Todd. I've always felt, I've said this in so many videos, you can go back and look. I've always felt that he was very arrogant, very like nose up in the air, better than thou type of attitude. And although his sassiness and all of those things were entertaining, I always did feel like he needed to be humbled to an extent. And look, I've said this before. I'm not a major religious person, but I am a faithful person, and I do believe that God does things for a reason. And I am positive this was a very humbling experience for Todd and Julie. I'm positive of that, but you can tell in the way that Todd has held himself and the way that he has spoken on his podcast and on Savannah's podcast in the last several months that this has been very humbling for him. And yeah, so it is very sad though. Appeals are for everyone. Winning the first one is hard. You can appeal to the Supreme if you lose the first appeal. If they paid the money, why they even have to do any time in jail? See, that's the thing is there's a lot of misunderstanding there as well. They didn't pay all the money. There was they paid some to the Georgia Department of Revenue, but there was more charges than just that. So that is what the guilty verdict was for, and all of that they're dealing with now is outside of that they paid, and they're saying, overpaid their taxes or whatever. That's separate or combined with, if that makes sense. It's been a long day, you guys. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm just talking gibberish at this point. Again, thank you guys so much for hopping on here with me live. I want to keep this short, so I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful night. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with anyone you think may need to know this information or would be interested. And stay tuned for more information because more information is to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all to the moon and stars. And until my next one, good night, y'all.